Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Hey, what I'm about to say, I mean in the kindest, most loving way that, old Pastor Joe can convey it to you. And so, please take it that way. I'm going to use some straight words, some straight to the point words, some harsh words, but that's to get my point across without, mincing words. And that is this. Chances are great that you are weak, soft, fat, and out of shape. Chances are that that's you. Most Americans are. Go to Walmart. Walmart's the place for me where I can see the most people at once. Go to Walmart and look around. Most Americans, we're used to living this life of leisure. Most Americans don't walk very far in a day. They get up, walk to the kitchen, walk to the car, walk from the parking lot to their cubicle, sit in the cubicle all day, and then repeat the process back home. That's how we are. But for what's coming down the pike, being in that state is going to kill you. You will die because of your lack of physical conditioning. And if you're a man, and you have a family, you have loved ones, you have people you are responsible for, you're letting them down because your lack of ability to take care of them, it's going to reflect on them. It's going to affect them. And so you need to get in shape. I used to be a gym rat. I used to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, and I used to hate it when the new year would come. The 1st of January, all the people making the New Year resolutions would flood the gym for about 3 weeks. You couldn't get on a bench, you couldn't get on a weight machine, you couldn't get in the shower. There were just so many people. But after about 3 weeks, they'd all trickle off and go back to their normal sedentary lives. And, then we serious people could keep working out. And so, there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there on fitness and how to get in shape and yada yada, and a lot of it is bogus. If it's a commercial on TV, forget about it. Here's how you can have these awesome abs and not even sweat. It ain't happening. Drink this sugary shake and get fit. Crap. It's just garbage. All right? So, old Pastor Joe is going to give you some advice on how to get fit fast. Because I don't think you have a lot of time. I really don't. You need to hone that body. You need to get that thing ready to fight. And you need to do it quick. And so here's advice from me. Number 1, get your head right. It's the most important thing in everything. You have to decide that you are going to get fit. You have to embrace your inner jock. You have to tell yourself, I am a warrior, I am a professional athlete. And you have to start believing it. You're going to have to ignore that fat, naked body that stares back at you when you look in the full-length mirror after you get out of the shower. Yeah, that's not you. You're inside of that, okay? And you're going to come out of that. And so you have to get your mind right. And you have to decide that this is the second most important thing in my life. Getting fit. The first most important thing is your relationship with God. Somebody said, what do you mean by the Most High? God, okay? Yeah. And so, for priorities of the day, your number 1 priority should always be communication with the Father and reading His Word, the Bible, right? And number 2 should be fitness. When I was I think I was a lieutenant. I was a lieutenant in the Army. We used to do physical training every morning, exercise, run, that kind of thing. And I had a boss who said, PT, physical training, PT is the most important thing we do all day. It was a peacetime army, and so he was right. Being fit, it was the most important thing we do all day. And so for you, you're going to have to make fitness a priority. It has to be, like I said, number 2. Before you go to Walmart, before you change the brake pads, before anything, you need to work out. And you need to probably, you need to fence off time and schedule the time that you're going to work out. Because most of us live very busy lives. And so you're going to have to say, this is when I work out, and nothing gets in the way of this. Nothing gets in the way of me being fit, because my life depends on it. See, you're not getting fit for the ego of, ooh, look at these biceps. You want tickets to the gun show? No, you're not doing that. You're getting fit because you need to be fit to survive. You need to be fit to protect and care for those that are under your care, all right, that you are responsible for. And so you got to make it a priority, and you got to decide you're going to get fit. Stop thinking of yourself as, roly-poly Jolie, and start thinking of yourselves as, Spartan 300 or, whatever. But hey, the difference between them and you is that they work out and you don't. That's the truth. And so number one, get your head right. Make it a priority and start working out. And then number two is you gotta work out. You're not going to get fit, and especially you're not going to get fit fast if you don't work out. And working out hurts. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, no pain, no gain. Now, I don't mean go injure yourself. I don't mean that. But most Americans aren't used to pain. Not the kind of pain that workouts give you. And they're like, oh, I'm too sore to work out today. I worked out too hard yesterday. You better go work out. I really, really, really recommend CrossFit. Go to their website, CrossFit.com, and you're going to see a bunch of people that are going to intimidate you, okay? They are the superheroes of fitness, men and women. And if you compare yourself to them right now, you're just going to go back to your bag of Doritos and Twinkies, all right? And you're not going to do it. Don't worry about what they look like. They used to look like you. Read what's written on that website. Read about fitness. Read about health. Read about working out. You need to get the concepts down. But basically, you want to be strong. You want to be fast. You want to have endurance. You want to be quick. And you want to have flexibility. That's what you want. CrossFit is a great way to do that. It's not the only way. And, most of you probably, maybe half of you, don't have the money to go to a CrossFit facility. The cool thing about CrossFit is you don't need a facility. You can do it at home. I've debated doing some of the fitness videos here on Shofar Mountain, showing people how I work out, but it just feels too ego-filled, and I don't want to do that. But I may give you some examples of things you can do. But it doesn't matter. Don't wait on me. Go work out. Go run. Go do body strengthening exercises. Starting out with push-ups and jogging is not a bad way to go, all right? And sit-ups. Sit-ups, push-ups, and a run. Start there if you have to. But start working out. You should work out at least 30 minutes a day. And that workout is not... That's not your workout, okay? Your workout is working out, breathing hard. Your heart rate should be up, It should be up for about 20 minutes, not up, down, up, down, up, down over the course of 20 minutes. It should get up and stay at 80% of your max for 20 minutes. And again, do research on that on the internet. I'm not giving you that. I'm giving you generalizations here because you need to go get fit. So you need to start jogging. My wife, years ago, wanted to run an ultra marathon. She wanted to run a 50-mile race. And back then I was running 100-mile races. And I said, yeah, I can train you how to do that. And she was your typical suburban housewife who never ran anywhere. And so we started her out 15 minutes on her watch, go out and come back. So you go out 7.5 minutes and come back 7.5 minutes. She couldn't run 7.5 minutes. She couldn't jog 7.5 minutes. All right. I just said, look at your watch, go out 7.5 minutes, turn around and come back. Try and do it as fast as you can. Walk, run, do whatever you can. We got her from there up to where she completed a marathon and started a 50-miler. Another story on why she didn't complete that 50-miler, but it doesn't matter. You can do it if you want to do it. So start working out. And then the other thing is, because we're Americans, we don't get this. Man, your food, your diet is horrible. What you eat is terrible. And you can't, so many people say, well, I worked out today, so I need some energy. Oh, I used to go to the gym and I'd see these guys eating candy bars before their workout. And they were fat slobs. They had a pretty good chest and upper body on them because, they did pump some iron. But they're like, yeah, I need to do this for energy right before I work out. Dude, have you looked at your gut? All right? No, you don't. All right? Forget all that. You need to exercise and diet. That's the key to fitness. You need to work out more. And you need to eat less. You're going to feel hungry because you're working out. You're going to feel hungry. Don't worry about it. You need to lose that belly. Look in the mirror, lose that belly. And so my advice to you is to avoid sugar. Don't eat sugar at all. Donuts, cookies, candy bars, and please, no more high fructose corn syrup. Those 32-ounce Cokes that you guys are sucking down, man, those are horrible for you. They're going to kill you. Stop it. Get rid of the sugar. Get rid of high fructose corn syrup out of your life. Drink water. It's the warrior beverage. Seriously, everybody here at Shofar Mountain has started carrying around these long glass bottles of water, and everybody just drinks them all the time. We're going to shoot a video here eventually of we're kind of morphing into, We all do the same things. We all carry the same gear. But water bottles. Everybody's carrying these glass water bottles around. Drink water. Drink a lot of water. Drink water all day long. Water, water, water. Carry a bottle around. Drink water. Drink nothing but water, quite frankly, if you need to lose weight. The other thing is avoid white food. Don't eat white food. Look at that white man telling me not to eat white food. Don't eat white food. Don't eat rice. Don't eat bread. Don't eat pasta. Don't eat potatoes. Just get that stuff out of your diet until you get your body weight under control. Eat veggies. Eat meat. Eat stuff like that. But get rid of that white food. And all you commenting people that want to start talking about diet, go work out. All right? If you're fit, go ahead and comment. If you're not, I don't want to hear you telling people, oh, you can eat rice and you can eat this. If you're fit, go ahead. But if you're not, come on. So, hey, watch what you eat. And you need to, seriously, this is going to be a battle every day. You need to go through your kitchen and get rid of all that crap, throw it away, then refuse to buy it. And if you don't have it, then you won't eat it. You need to drink water. You need to work out every day. Every day. What? You can have hard days and easy days, but you need to make it a lifestyle choice. You need to start working out. Embrace your inner jock, embrace your inner warrior, get out there, get on the road, start working out, get fit. Time is short and people are counting on you. I will see you out there, I hope.